GradeAUnderA was once a good YouTuber. Now, not really. My name is Brucesnoop. Here's why. Now, I'm sure you all remember when GradeAUnderA first got popular. He made Reddit his bitch for a while. And although his older videos weren't that creative, it had a charm that really can't be matched today. Some have linked it to that one drunk friend who's ranting really late at night. You want to shut him up, but it's too hilarious to shut him up, so you keep watching to be entertained. That's what GradeAUnderA felt like to me. Now, first off, I'm going to say this. Humor is extremely subjective. Obviously, not everyone is going to find a joke funny. But Grade's humor personally took a fall for the worst. It is literally on par with a shitty iPhone autocorrect meme. I don't believe it is plagiarism. Not at all. I just think it's a really tired and unfunny joke.
But they're not the most fucking amazing jokes to think of, are they? But whatever.
If there's anybody who knows anything about horribly unfunny jokes, it's me! Self-deprecation so I can be criticized.
I'm the one saying I'm a fucking cunt and I'm an arsehole, and I point out my own fucking flaws, and you got losers trying to say that I'm trying to expose me. Go look at the fucking link and tell me there was something to hide there.
Something of note is that when people asked Grade about it on stream, he responded very confusingly.
Why'd you plagiarise in a new video? It's not a fucking plagiarism, for fuck's sake. One of them actually happened to me, and the other one happened to a mate. This one happened to me. This one happened to me.
Okay, so every now and then, right, I reply to people who DM me on my Instagram.
This one happened to me.
Grade, hilariously, cannot take criticism. He's such a pussy that he wrote a giant 170-word paragraph after his fan of his gave him some light criticism on his subreddit.
But go ask that bitch for the fucking link to the thread that I wanted hidden, and you tell me if it was something that really deserved to be hidden, or if it was people just being unreasonable and me wanting to not see the unreasonable comment.
How salty do you need to be to do something like that? Well, clearly, he's a bit peeved of some of the things that he said are out on the public now. How about we read some of them then? Oh wow, people are threatening me. You do realize this is the internet, right? Everybody gets threatened. He has a very thin skin, so if you dare to criticize him, or even disrespect him indirectly, he will actively try to go after you. One example of this is from way back in the whole YouTube has a problem ordeal, where he made fun of Markiplier's hair. Now at this point, who really gives a shit? It looks fucking retarded. But you know what else is at the same level as Marky Moo? Your MS Paint drawings, which have entire streams dedicated to. Anybody can do that. I can do that.
Your greatest claim to fame is being the girl that Bernie was going out with. Bernie was being the best thing to happen to her in those last few months by far. I'm sorry, right? But please go die right now.
Grade is a huge hypocrite, and while there are many cases I could bring up, this is really the most prevalent when he was buddy with Keemstar. See, before Grade made that Keemstar video, he was actually great friends with Keemstar, and he would constantly defend him on his streams and subreddit.
One thing I admire Keemstar for is his honesty.
One of his excuses is that he would add nothing new to say, and that the videos won't affect Keem's channel. Well, obviously, he didn't believe that, because he tried to do the exact same shit he said he wouldn't do when he turned on Keem.
Listen, all I did was tell stories of what's happened in the past.
Here's a comment where he said iDubbbz made his Keemstar video only for attention. Keeping that in mind, it makes the uses of a clip from his video even more pathetic. Funnily enough, if Grade likes you, he'll downplay the negative things you did.
But for this loser to tell me you shouldn't like someone who offered you a 6-figure deal because they've called someone the N-word in the past and they falsely accused someone of a pedophile for 3 hours, I don't give a fuck, my parents don't give a fuck, they would have taken that money in 2 seconds.
But if he hates you, he would deliberately exaggerate and make events out of context, and he clearly knows full well that is false.
At no point did GradeAUnderA give any reference to where this audio came from. It was a troll. He purposely extracted the audio from this video clip to convince an audience that it was hate speech, as opposed to the reality of it being a trash-talking battle on Xbox Live.
So you may be asking yourself, why did GradeAUnderA turn on Keemstar? What could have led him and holy shit it's Leafy to stab the Rat King in his heart? Well, according to them, it was because Keemstar shit-talked them behind their backs to other YouTubers.
Keemstar's been shit-talking me and one of my good friends, GradeAUnderA, who's also a YouTuber, straight up to multiple different people, and on top of that, behind our fucking backs.
Yeah, basically, I'm hearing that he's been shit-talking us to multiple people, right? Among other things.
I guess Grade has absolutely no empathy for other people who get screwed over by Keemstar, but when the smallest thing happens to him, he freaks the fuck out, makes a video, calls him a pedophile, and other stuff that was proven to be false.
So when other people are receiving death threats, people who share their names and faces, Grade doesn't seem to give a shit. But when he receives death threats, although nobody knows his name or what he looks like, and they couldn't possibly kill him even though this is the internet and death threats literally mean nothing, Grade freaks the fuck out.
What an actual loser. Another thing to note is that this may not be the real reason, but according to Keem, he called Grade a pussy all because Grade didn't want to join a team that Keemstar was planning.
We're telling me that you didn't want to have a part in this team because you were going to get hate from Reddit, alright? Alright? And I'm talking to someone and I'm saying, Grade's being kind of a pussy on this. He does not sure if he wants to join because he doesn't want to be associated with me. And you took offense to that?
That's all it was. So as far as we know, it could just be a lazy excuse to jump on the bandwagon, successfully doing what they claimed iDubbbz was doing.
Listen, all I did was tell stories of what's happened in the past.
Now, one might have to question the motivation behind GradeAUnderA's videos. Like, why did he bring up Matthew Santoro being a plagiarist when it was completely unrelated?
Matthew Santoro has some serious skeletons in his closet.
Well, it's because Grade's exposed videos were meant to discredit them.
Does not matter. All that matters is that he lied. The guy's credibility is completely gone.
By GradeAUnderA's logic, he is a very untrustworthy person who should not be relied on for info.
Now listen, his fans might say some shit like, oh, but he doesn't lie as much as the YouTubers that he criticizes, right? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. All that matters is that he lied. The guy's credibility is completely gone.
I guess it only applies to everybody but him because he's a special snowflake, huh? This whole idea is a huge, dumb fallacy. And that goes back to my point about hypocrisy. Grade, you are far past your prime as a YouTuber. You're now unfunny, you're not clever anymore, and I think you let the popularity go to your head. I don't think I am better than you. Hell no, not by a long shot. I just don't like you. My name is Brucesnoop. Check out my social media pages, check out my Patreon. Brucesnoop out. I'm done with this shit.
No one should be immune to criticism.
Go tell that fucking whore that's a mod on my fucking subreddit. Go ask that bitch for the fucking link to the thread that I wanted hidden.
What the hell did you just freaking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know.
I'm saying what I consider to be very reasonable things, and people were just like not having any of it. Grade has fuck all to hide. Yo, when I say GradeAUnderA has nothing to fucking hide, Grade A has nothing to hide. Take a sound clip of that shit, man. Why did you like Keemstar? Why don't you hate Keemstar? And I was like, listen, with all due respect, he's done nothing to me personally. He's given me advice in the past. But for this loser to tell me you shouldn't like someone who offered you a 6-figure deal because they called someone the N-word in the past and they falsely accused someone of a pedophile for 3 hours, I don't give a fuck. My parents don't give a fuck. They would have taken that money in 2 seconds. But to say that I should choose anything over my parents retiring and ending their arthritis, fuck off, loser! But I was unable to take it because at the time I had 70,000 followers on Twitch. I can't just abandon them, right? Oh, one sec.
Given that level of hypocrisy, you can't expect anyone to listen to you after that, or take you seriously at all. But I guess PewDiePie wants it to stop while he himself gets to carry on. Well, practice what you preach, my dude! If you won't listen to your own fucking advice, why should anyone else? Fucking Marky Moo! You come across as a fucking child! I honestly see him as a child in a man's body. With the hair of an edgy teenager.
Holy shit, it's Leafy!